There is a power within, and it's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. The kind of power that is gentle, strong, something one would want to be with, a power that exhibits its nature without oppression and confidently radiates its authority without arrogance. A gentle spirit. Think about it. All this time we were holding the space as best as we could. There is power in sound, or a song, or a word. When that sound hits your heart, reaches your ears and your mind, it does something inside of you. There is a certain kind of comfort. It's an experience. One has to be open for something like this to come into their life. A certain kind of a searching and seeking from your heart. It's within you. It's a place in the mind. It's a mindset. A place and space that is very, very beautiful. And anything we say or do from that place, it is beautiful. The ultimate expression of human nature in the totality of its goodness. Think about it. Every created being understands love, being together, a touch of comfort. We all experience pain. There is a body. We carry some burden and we seek relief. It's a process. But as a created human being, we have this intelligence, we have emotions, feelings, so it seems complicated. It's everyone's choice what they want to do, how they want to be. But sometime or the other, it hits when we are in pain, or when something goes wrong, or when we don't get what we want. There is a sense of frustration and wanting to be free from that place. So we seek to go some other place. We seek to be with somebody else. It's natural, isn't it? When we do this work of knowing ourselves from within and finding this place from where we can seek the right wisdom, the ability to cope, rising up from the situation and a place where we don't feel comfortable. Some words of wisdom that helps to find a solution to any problem or a situation that we are stuck in, to be able to rise and face. Most of the time it's just between people, and we are all in some ways seeking balance, because only in a state of balance there is stability, there is peace. So we do our best, we keep up the effort, and we receive the grace. See, the concept of God can go anywhere. It's a very vast and tricky subject because of all the forms and things that has confined God into a conditioned system. Here the motive is to be free. So the pathways and the places where there seems to be a block is cleared out. Energy flows freely, and there is a sensation of completion. We feel whole as a being. Don't we all want that? This place it's like a church, it's like a temple, but it's within. One wants to look good, dress well, behave properly. There is a presence of respect. Most of the times this kind of a mature presence is misunderstood, especially we ladies. There are so many patterns and so many memories of being controlled or not allowed to express because of some set norms. We are in the topic of love and goodness here. So, the gender or the shape and form of a created being doesn't even matter. We simply reconcile with creation as being a human being, as a created human being. We are also part of the whole entire creation. When it gets to a higher level of intelligence and emotions that overwhelm the human being with who we are, what we are carrying, we tend to deny it because it's an uncomfortable place. It's a new place. It's an experience of, it's a vulnerable feeling. There is innocence there, and one could be bombarded with all kinds of fears and doubts and mockery, disrespect, and whatnot. Like I said, especially when it comes to a woman, she carries a very pure form of love in all the relationships that she can radiate, that kind of a love, as a sister, as a daughter, as a mother. And that kind of a presence in perfection tends to make others feel uncomfortable. No matter how beautiful it is, no matter how gentle. So, all kinds of reactions and uncomfortable expressions of rejection. But we're getting there. Work is being done. The one doing the work is confident. So it's all happening within. There is absolutely no conflict. When you find that place or a person within yourself, it's like, wow, who is that? What was that? Where did that come from? I keep mentioning that I'm also a normal person. Went through a crunched up, accelerated version of karmic clearance in a very short span, I should say. So many things have happened, many things accumulated, collected. But there also has to be a system of elimination. Otherwise, it's difficult to find that clarity in our search, in our living this life. And we tend to get into a cycle and go round and round in circles. One tends to get numb, or one tends to get desensitized to normal human nature or emotions, because we fall too deep into some uh, patterned mindset. Whether you understand it or not, there is a intended energy of love behind this voice, which I am also experiencing. So it's like there is a friend within, there is a spirit within that is talking to me, that is clearing the clutter in my mind and saying these words that makes me feel so good to be with. Very soothing to the heart, that may be feeling whatever emotion it's feeling depending on the place and space that you are in. It will happen to everybody. It's happening to everybody. What is required to be one with it is the willingness to accept it. It's within everybody. It's called life. It's called feeling something within that is different from what we normally used to feel. So as I have mentioned, I am a transformed person here, and there comes a time when you just don't want to be that other person that you were. A state of mind where offense and reactions just erupts, making people uncomfortable, or then us going into states of uncontrollable tears and pain and suffering and whatnot. So it's a transition. As it clears out, as it comes together into what and who we really are from within, then you start getting used to it. You start getting used to this spirit within that's like a roommate, and we are aware and awake that it's watching and we are with it. It's like a friend, monitored and recorded for quality purposes, except in a good way. It's like all the walls fall off. It's just an open space. You feel one with everything and anything, and you see the same thing everywhere. See, we talked about space in the previous talk. When we realize that the us and what's between us is really the same, then we're one with what is and comfortable with what isn't. Beautiful, isn't it? We're comfortable with what isn't. So we're not reacting, we're not getting offended, we're peaceful. We've found this place where we're able to breathe. There is space to think and to respond with love consciously. It's magical. That kind of goodness and that kind of innocence and pure radiance of glory. It's powerful. It can change. This has grown into this. For each one, it could be an experience in the way and shape and form that they are in. You simply feel free to be who you are in this place, in this state of mind. This is an experience for me. This kind of content that is being created from within me for me, and then I am able to share it. It's a process. So there is nothing that is intending to deceive or lie. It is truth coming from me. And anything I say from this place will sound beautiful because it is the truth. It's coming from the place of love because I'm seeking it. I'm seeking relief from whatever is going on in my life. It's been weeks now. There is a sensation of squirming within, and so I'm tracking it. I am being with it in my mind. I'm choosing this place in my mind, and then there is a struggle depending on wherever you're at to choose this place because it's difficult, very, very difficult at times to shut down the thoughts of hatred and, like I said, the previous memory of patterned habits. So there is a constant voice dialogue conversations going on in this place. And depending on what's happening, it kind of morphs your the energy and the body language, how you feel, how you're responding. It's simple actually. We're doing it every day, we do it with each other, but the work is to mature it, to nurture it, to modify it, to create a shape and form that is beautiful to be with. It is not ashamed, it's free, it's confident, because it's walking around with a pre-existing state of all the good qualities that a human being can be, letting go, forgiving, and all that. It should come naturally. First, it's a war because of what we carry. Almost 100% of the time, when I do get to the point where I'm able to share, the weather is joining it. I'm not kidding, not exaggerating at all. It's been hot. It's May. Going back and forth with frustrations. Brain gets too hot. Mind's thoughts are overwhelming. Body is reacting. And everything seems to be reaching its climax or it peaks. So now, as of now, there is thunderstorms and lightning, and obviously there's going to be some rain to cool it down, and it would be wonderful to calm it down a little bit, isn't it? And to cool it down a little bit. these words always have a very deep spiritual meaning and symbolic, very, very symbolic. Oh, and it's been, like I said, weeks. I knew that I had to let this out. It's been forming and shaping, and it goes along with the real experiences that I am facing in my life, what's happening in my body, my mind. So, again, authentic truth and very genuine, organic. So, there's absolutely no threat here, and no conspiracies, no conflicts, no a deception here. You feel absolutely one with yourself. In the spirit, your body is cooperating to appropriate the body language as the mind is thinking and saying these thoughts. I was not this kind of a person before. Now it's integrating into my daily life. This is how I am with myself and with anybody who comes into my life, from the past, present, or whoever is going to come. So there is one person here, one mind, one spirit. I'm telling one story, the same story to everybody, not fabricated to fit in the other person's mindset. You start to see, you perceive things, and sometimes it's scary to know the truth of what the other person is thinking, or how they are radiating their intentions. But now I'm comfortable with it. I'm really, really grateful. One thing leads to the other. So after a long dragged rebellion and disobedience and all that, finally the voice and this power within that we started talking about, it touches you in such a way that you melt and you bow down to it with humble reverence. It breaks all kinds of walls. It breaks all kinds of patterns and generational habits and energies, because it's doing it to me. So that's what I'm sharing. It can happen to anyone. And one pays the price of obedience to what he says. The concept of God as a he is a normal thing. But again, like I said, these are words we need to use to communicate. So it is not intending to fight or create conflict, and there are absolutely no controversies. So it doesn't matter. It will go inside a person who is hearing it in the way that they are able to perceive, and in the state and shape and form that they are at. So see, it is a tailored, measured the dress that you're wearing, and it's going to fit you perfectly in whichever way, shape or form you want it to be comfortable with. That's how beautiful this friend is, and it's within everybody. Think about it. There is a person inside you, there's chattering going on in the mind, there's always conversations going on, and there are feelings going on. Even if it is a lie, or you're doing it, you're telling the truth, and people don't accept it, that that's happening, and then you feel offended and you get hurt, right? We go through these over and over again in life. How am I supposed to be to please you, to make you love me? The same concept goes for a soul seeking and searching to reach God or to merge with the divine, whatever that conversational concepts are. For someone who's been isolated or cornered, the idea of God or something higher than ourselves, the greater power, that's what we see, we search towards. Please help me. I am in need. I am hurting. I am feeling this way. Please help me. Right? Wanting to be high these days, nowadays. Everybody wants to be high, to forget the stress and the work we need to do just to live and survive and cope. This is what's happened to me. This place is the kind of high that I am extremely comfortable being with. Although when it began, it was very, very scary because of all the other things that I'm made of. And it just didn't fit. How can this beautiful thing exist right next to all these things that I am, or people have told me that I am? Most of the times for ladies, we are dependent on our family. But he doesn't accept that. It's everybody is equal. Anybody can do this work. Anybody can feel complete and whole from within and radiate an absolute presence of goodness from within. Because if we look into it, the virtues and the characteristics of a human being, it's the same in everybody. The concept of pain, when we have real pain and how we radiate through tears, mourning, that is real. It's the same in everybody. How we animate it, that's different. The feeling of love, a comforting touch, you feel good around that. The feeling of being comforted, it's the same. When somebody touches you with kindness, an act of kindness, freely, without expecting anything, it touches you. See? There is absolutely no oppression and no arrogance, and so that kind of a form of a pure love, when it touches you, oh my God, you melt. Even the hardest hearts, even the most rebellious mindset, it can change. It will change. Just a matter of time. The timing, it's the timing that has to be perfect. Matters. Think about it. It can happen in one moment. And then it's just a matter of holding on to it, choosing to come back to that place over and over again to feel comforted. Then it starts to grow. Then it radiates through your entire body. Everything you touch, everything you do, your living, the space you're in, it just starts to radiate a presence of peace and comfort. It's very, very beautiful. And you tend to leave that world that you came from behind, not with hatred, but with understanding and maturity and a sense of conscious awareness that you've chosen this, you want to be this is where I'm at, not going to run away from it. I'm going to continue this journey being in this space and place, and I'm going to be the best person that I can be here, and I'm going to face whoever comes in my presence with this beauty and glory confidently, without being scared, without making it up, without being honest about it. Nothing, no one can touch you in that place. It is so powerful and so strong. It actually even backfires and changes the other person that came to mock you, to destroy you, to challenge you in ways that you don't like to be challenged. It's what makes us grow, it's what makes us strong. So we end up thanking it all. We end up thanking the space we are in. We end up being grateful for being challenged so this can rise up. It's possible anywhere and in any place. No matter where you're at or with who you're at, there is an internal process going on. There is life happening within you. And it's a private place, isn't it? So you're the best person for the job. Anything pertaining to the self, we are the best person to do that job. You realize who you are just with a little bit of work, instead of depending on some other voice that is telling us who we are or what to do. And this is not arrogance speaking. Sometimes you know for sure, you're aware you did all the right thing, so you have to stick to that. Sympathizing with other minds, emotions, or twisting and turning our nature to that, because it becomes complicated. See, just talking about it, there is a cringe in my face. So the best thing to do is to know ourselves, to be who we are, honestly, and then accepting it. This kind of voice that tells you, hey, come on, don't do that, don't feel that way, it's okay, it's not right. You see? So when you can think clearly like that, and you can hear words of truth that actually is making sense, then of course we bow down to it. Of course we accept it. So you're strong in your space and in your place. And from that place, anything you say is beautiful because it is the truth. And we're not scared of any other immature minds that don't get it or don't understand, for them to accept or not accept, because you've accepted yourself. So you're in the right place in your heart and in your mind. That's all that matters ultimately. We're all going on a journey all alone with our own soul within ourselves. But that concept of love has to rise. When you're loving, it doesn't matter who's hating you or who's mocking you or who's pulling you down every time you rise. It doesn't matter. What matters is you've chosen to be in the right place, and you're choosing to radiate love no matter what. Very, very powerful. Think about it. No matter what's being showered on us, it's a different kind of um, mindset. So of course that other side, the world or people who have not got it will call you crazy, but then that's what's happened to me. This is the place and space that I am in. So you can imagine the level at which I'm challenged personally, mentally, spiritually, in all ways. Hey, but I'm here, I've made it, and so can you. All you have to do is say yes, yeah, let me try. What is this work? What is this experience? It's being in that space, in that presence. You're not thinking about all the worldly stress or anything like that. And actually, after being in this place, it's just a one-time thing. It hits you. It's so strong. It stains your mind. It stains your heart with such clarity. It's sometimes, I've had these visions, very, very clear. You're in a different place and space, and you're so awake and aware, and you're alive in that place. And when you come back to this body and this mind, wow, what was that? You wake up thinking about it, so strong. It becomes so much more easier back down here in this world to face anyone or anything, because you have that smirk in your face, you have that smile, my God, I just had that experience. It was a different place. I felt good. You know what I mean? Could be anything. You see a word, you hear a song. For me, this is the shape and form that this is happening. Like I said, it could be anything. It's so vast and it's so creative in its presentation. It's beautiful, so spontaneous. It's not thinking, but it can act and think at the right place, at the right time, with the right words. It's so spontaneous. Sometimes there is absolutely no control over it, in a good way, because that's what touches you, isn't it? Out of nowhere, somebody comes and helps you. Somebody tells you something that you need to hear. Don't you feel touched? So for me today, this is the medicine. This is my friend. And I will be hearing it again and filling myself with more confidence to move on, live another day with a smile, wait for His grace, be patient, and practice it. Once we learn the lesson, then you practice it, and then it becomes your nature. Keep doing it. So you do it in your own way. In your own way. Go within. Look into your character, your mind, your heart. Choose to come back to the center. Be right, because it feels good to do it the right way. Something just doesn't sit right if it's not fitting perfectly. So until it fits, we'll make some changes here. We'll make some alterations. And it's an ongoing project, as long as we have this life and living, and we perfect ourselves in the best way we can. If you need help, it's there. If you can do it on your own, that's very, very good. It's simply scattering scattering it out and then putting it back together in the right place. Feel good. Feel good. You will get the strength to overcome anything, and that builds up the confidence. You'll be able to practice it more and more and more, letting go of everything that is not like it. So we are in the light, and you become the light, and you keep shining as this bright, beautiful light for the rest of your life. The choice to make. You have the will to make the choice. And we are simply coming back together, ending up in the same place. We go here, we go there, but eventually we'll all come back here in the center and be the same, feel the same. And there is so much power in that togetherness. You start to see differently, you start to hear differently, you see beauty everywhere. You believe before the doubts come and cloud your mind. And you love way before the fear comes in and tries to destroy everything. We act on time. We are centered. That's it, that place where we find where we feel centered. We wait, we think. See, there is no pre-contemplating, especially on the terms of hurting somebody or doing something to somebody. No, because we're busy with ourselves. We're so busy being within ourselves. When we come out and go back to the world, it's so much more beautiful. It's different. Sometimes you can't recognize yourself, but it's good. It's in a good way. We're simply coming back home in our hearts to love. It is the only way. Love is the only way. Let us all find our way back home in our own way, in our own time and space. And feel one with that beautiful power within. I am here and I am beautiful because you exist inside of me.